Hey, I'm Saul from Hello Partner. I'm here with Richard from Network Digital Marketing. Hey, Richard, how's it going?
So yeah, not too bad, thanks.
So thanks for joining me today to talk about Network Digital Marketing's role at PI Live, as well as just some of the things you guys are getting up to at the moment. First off, I wanted to ask, could you actually tell us a little bit more about Network Digital Marketing and what you do?
Yeah, definitely. So network, people probably know us as the four schemes that we run. So we operate discounts for teachers, health service discounts, discounts for carers, and charity worker discounts. So it's four schemes, very specifically for people employed in certain key worker industries. We've been running for quite a long time now. So we launched back in 2001. Obviously, quite a lot of change over that time. A lot in the last sort of half dozen years or so. We operated as health service discounts for quite a long time. And then we launched the teachers, the carers, the charity worker schemes back in 2018. I think obviously as COVID happened, we were in quite a unique position. A lot of people might have been doing sort of traditional key worker industries, but we were really able then to kind of help people expand that out. So I think anybody who may have done any homeschooling, I think, had a bit of a new appreciation for teachers especially. So we've been able to grow quite a lot over the last few years, but the core of our business has very much stayed the same, and it's about helping those who help others. So we take our audience base of key workers, our brand partners, and bring them together to provide discounts and deals, offers, incentives to our members, and then work with our brand partners to help them achieve their goals, their KPIs, their commercial targets as they may be, through incentivizing those key workers.
Amazing. Yeah, it seems to be affiliate is quite a good channel for actually driving good in the world in this kind of way. Do you think that is the case, and why do you think that is?
Yeah, I mean that's it. We've kind of always taken that view that we work with brands to give back to key workers, and we know how tough it's been for key workers forever, it seems, but certainly in the last 15, 20 years, a lot of talk about pay rises or lack of pay rises, and people really kind of struggling in these industries. They do it for the love of what it is that they do. We obviously can't help affect pay rises, but through the savings our members can make, it's over £2,200 on average a year. So it really does help drive genuine financial, not quite well-being, but certainly support for our members. And yeah, I think affiliates is a really nice way to be able to do that. I think the dynamic of what it is that we do means our members are only going to be able to kind of save money and be benefiting if they're making purchases, which means obviously in turn that our partners are benefiting because they're going to make commercial returns off the back of it. So we see it's either benefiting everybody within that ecosystem or nobody within that ecosystem. And it is that dynamic of affiliates that allows it. And then I think the other side of things, sort of more generally, is I think I've noticed the last few years a lot more focus on sustainability and sustainable partners, eco-friendly partners getting into the affiliate space. But then also affiliate networks. I think you can get the likes of AWIN Access and Trade Double Grow, who, because it's a fairly risk-free model within affiliates, can really help SMEs. We know how vital those kinds of businesses are to obviously the economy, but a lot of them will focus on very specific products or in areas that bigger corporations aren't kind of really getting involved with. Because affiliates has that sort of risk-free model, it's a really great platform to them to get involved and grow and benefit as well. So yeah, we really see that as well, and it massively benefits us and what we do in helping key workers.
Yeah, 100%. Love what you said about the kind of idea of rewards and savings. And I think I would imagine the brands who are involved, it's probably very good for them at the same time, because these people who are seeing, these brands offer these awesome discounts, that's going to build a deeper kind of trust and loyalty between the customer and the brand at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. You know, we the idea of giving a discount to get a new customer isn't new, and you can't really kind of click on a retailer's website without getting 10% off for signing up to a newsletter. I think where we kind of come in as a closed user group as a little bit of an addition to that is we fit that middle gap between the branding offering a discount and the member and saying you're getting this discount specifically for being a part of discounts for teachers or health service discounts, and you're getting it off this brand because of that. So it drives the more of an affinity, I think, through doing this because you're a nurse, a teacher, a doctor, a social care worker. So it's not, and that leads to more of a customer loyalty piece. So there's a huge amount of acquisition initially with new customers, but it's the continuing to reward these people means that they will continue to come back to that same brand rather than, great, well, I've signed up to their newsletter once, I've got that discount, I'll now go to a competitor and get a discount there. It's driving the repeat purchase and the customer loyalty as well.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm curious about how you actually collaborate with advertisers to offer deals to your audience. Are the discounts always bespoke, tailored specifically towards your users?
Yeah, I think bespoke's the key word. Every partnership that we set up is different. Different kind of categories that we work in, different sectors, different verticals. They're all going to have different margins. So whenever we look to set up some kind of offer or discount with the brand, it's done in collaboration with them to say, right, well, what are your margins? What can you afford? Obviously, we work on in affiliates, we're working on a commercial model of commission. So we've got to factor that in, and it's how much can we give to our members and still kind of retain what we can do to help grow our schemes, acquire new members, and promote the marketing. The only kind of line that we would draw in the sand is to say that we need to give our members something stronger than the general public. But because there's been I think a lot of growth within closed user groups over the last few years, the days of, I don't know, true exclusives have gone. So we're very much about offer parity. If a brand's working with closed user groups, operating that same discount across the board, but very much, working with a brand, looking what we can do once we are live. We run lots of kinds of campaigns that are very tailored towards the industries that our members come from. So we'll do a big push every July for the NHS birthday. Can a brand do something that's increased for that? How can we look to maybe strengthen the offer or make it available on more products across their website? So it's not just becoming a stagnant, constant offer. It is dynamic, but it's always done in conjunction with the brand, so that it always remains commercially viable for them as well.
Yeah, definitely. And like we were saying, from an image point of view and also for a customer point of view, I think it's great if brands kind of offer those kind of bigger discounts to this specific group.
Yeah, it's a big thing for us, the kind of the CSR piece, and I still feel like we talk about COVID quite a lot in our business, but we saw really off the back of that, it's a good position for brands to be in, to say, I am giving back to people that work in the NHS or people that work in social care or education. It helps to drive that piece of, oh, actually, they are doing something specifically for us. This is for me because I am a teacher, because I am a nurse. And it's obviously a great look for the brands as well as genuinely doing something good.
Yeah, definitely. Talking about you and PR Live this year, what motivated your decision to sponsor PR Live Europe this year?
Yeah, we've been to PR Live probably the last sort of 5 years in a row, I think. The last two we've exhibited at, we started off with kind of the smallest stand size, went a little bit bigger last year and then bigger again. And what we found every time we've gone bigger with it, the better it's been. We can book in more meetings with partners, setting up new partnerships, strengthening the ones that we've already got. Really just wanted to kind of keep that going and get more of a good thing. So we've got a really good location on the floor. It helps us build up far more brand awareness and network and the schemes that we run. And we just wanted to kind of keep that momentum going.
And is there anything this year that you're really looking forward to?
I think the big thing for me, I head up the business development team, so it's kind of always setting up new partnerships. We've got a good number of meetings lined up already. So much of the good stuff comes from just the impromptu meetings that you get from walking around, people that you bump into, people that you know, people that have moved roles, and affiliates is that really closed industry where people tend not to stray away. So it's always good catching up from that point of view. And just seeing what happens on the day. We've also just got the information on the after party, being at the mini golf place afterwards. So yeah, quite looking forward to that, 'cause I think that's a new thing as well.
Yeah, it's funny because affiliate is global, but it's also quite a small industry. So
Yeah,
when you have big events like PI Live, it's quite funny because you talk to some people who you've probably never met in real life because they're all over the world, and then all of a sudden you're kind of in, one space altogether, and it's kind of a
yeah.
strange.
Nobody ever looks like you would think they would do, having talked to them on a Teams call or just over email. But yeah, no, it's good for that, and it's the person you kind of meet when they're on the third role in affiliates, because it is such a nice, it's a nice industry, it's a nice kind of world to work in. People do tend to stay within the industry, so yeah, getting to see people on the kind of the third, fourth role who really work their way up over the last few years and being really successful is always good.
Back to network digital marketing and your plans for the future. A couple of things. So the past year has seen a lot of buzz around the idea of converging affiliate marketing and retail media. Obviously, retail media is just skyrocketing right now.
Yeah.
And the idea is that affiliate could be taking a slice of the pie, but mainly it's closed user group affiliates like network digital marketing.
Yeah.
Do you see retail media as a growth area, and does the business have any plans to expand into that space?
Yeah, it's a really interesting one for us. I think, as you say, as a closed user group, because we've got that discount element that always underpins what we do. It ties in really well with that, especially just in an e-commerce space, having the notices on advertisers' websites to say we do a key worker discount, you get money off working the NHS, massively plays into that goodwill and CSR piece we've been talking about. But we've seen from brands that we work with that do that, obviously it gets more people clicking onto the sites initially. It increases conversion rates, as many people would expect it to do. The really kind of interesting one for me is that it massively increases average order value as well. So people will spend more knowing that they can get a discount as being part of the NHS or teachers. So it's an area that we're looking to focus on more and more going into 2025, working with our brand partners to do that, making sure we're doing it strategically. We don't want to turn into a margin erosion piece of having just discounted the sales that a customer was already going to be making. It's about making sure that incrementality is continuing. We'll never stray too far away from our core of the marketplace that we run, the websites that we operate, and making that a real first port of call for key workers. But doing it in such a way so that when our members are already on brands' websites, they are more likely to convert and then spend more money. So yeah, there's a lot more that we're going to be doing moving into next year for that.
Amazing. And outside of that, what else does network digital marketing have planned for 2025?
Yeah, so I think the last kind of few years for us have been very data focused. We've been really making sure we know who our members are, how they like to shop and spend, how they like to operate. 2025 is taking all those learnings that we've made and putting them into use through a number of different tech implementations that we're doing. We've got app launches coming for all 4 of the schemes, so that's going to be massive. That's going to open up new channels of communications to different demographics who we know are not quite as engaged with email as others. Obviously allows our brands to reach through to new members that are on our schemes there. A lot of implementations, as I say, around that data, from recommendations, being able to optimize the websites and obviously then the apps so that they are far more personalized for the members, just allowing us to get far more strategic with advertisers, make the most of the deals and the offers that they are providing to us, just doing it far more cleverly for them all. And yeah, as I say, driving all that through with new tech and just doing what we do better.
Great, Richard. It's been really cool talking to you, and look forward to seeing you at PL Live Europe.
Awesome. Cheers, Sal. Thanks so much for your time.